Hello again, so I'm going to go over the thermos bottles that I've been using and give you sort of a summary and recommendation perhaps of which bottles are the best to use for traveling and for cycling. So standard plastic bottles, I've used these quite a bit for trips in the Netherlands, for example, up to maybe 45 kilometers from where I live to Amsterdam or to Utrecht, big cities, and then back again, so about 90 kilometers in total on a day, up to that amount. Yeah, they're fine for that, but then it doesn't really matter that you have, for example, tea or really cold drinks. When you're making really long trips and it's really hot, then it's cool to have cool drinks and also tea. Tea is nice with something to eat, some sandwiches or something like that, and that's what these in particular are good for. And this is a 1.0 liter Stanley Classic. This is a 0.75 liter Stanley Master Series, 0.75 liters Stanley Adventure. This is zero point 0.7, bit more than 0.7, I think, maybe 0.75 also, liters, 720 degree. This has a drinking cap that's really useful while drinking, only for cold drinks. You can open this and then drink from it while riding. With these, you need to take off the drinking cap, return the cap, put it in the pour the drink in the cap. So this is not for while riding. This is for while riding, and a combination of this plus another bottle or this. Plus this in the travel bag is what I used. This is what I took with me recently from the Netherlands. I'd left it last time in the Netherlands. My favorites are these two, or yes, sort of similar. They both have advantages. Disadvantage: this has better insulation than this because of this cap is not insulated, the drinking cap, and the opening is pretty big. The advantages of that is you can put in ice cubes easily. With that, it's more hassle. You may need to cut something off of the ice cubes or something like that. This drinking cap is also pretty small, but it's really lightweight. It works well. This is the best in thermal insulation, better than the Stanley Classic 1.0 liter with 1.0 liter and with 0.75 liter water full, so both full, then this one is better. But not when you take out drinks, and that is one issue for longer rides. And what I'm going to do next in testing is to fill them both, fill all of them to the rim. Then take out each time after 45 minutes or so 1 cup, 200 milliliters or so of the hot water. Let's see how much the temperature drops to give sort of a view of what you can expect in reality. For example, I like really hot tea, 80 degrees or so Celsius. That's for me nice, 70 to 80. Below that, I think it's too cold. So I'm going to look at, and what I've experienced with this when using it at home is that often I felt the last cup of tea is way too cold. With this, not so much of an issue. It happens. The amount of heat loss is just about independent of how much water, hot water or cold, there is in the bottle, which means that if there's not much water in it that's hot, it cools down more than if there's little water, not so much water in it. And I felt that with this, that effect was really noticeable. This not so much, probably also because the last cup from 1 liter, then I think, yeah, it's not so important. Whereas with 0.75 liters, that's like a bit more than 3 cups of tea. Then I think, yeah, I want 3 cups of tea. That's the absolute minimum that I want. But I'm going to get to the bottom of this, how much really you lose and how much really each cup is in temperature. So doing that test, putting 100 degrees Celsius water, boiling water, it'll be about 96, 97 in the bottles. Then every 45 minutes take out 200 milliliters and then see what happens over time, how quickly each decreases, and at up to what temperature it would be good for tea, for me at least. And yeah, I found that so I took this often in the pannier, in one of the panniers, and this or this I put in these bottle cages, which are excellent. I modified them with longer straps, longer leather, and use these rivets to be able to use these without problems. These are slightly bigger than a standard bicycle bottle, plastic bottle. This one is problematic in whether it's worth it. I think not really. I think it's better to use either a smaller one, lighter one, because this is pretty heavy. The cup is cool actually. So maybe what would be the best? Yeah, this one or this one. The 0.75 Stanley Adventure because it's small and light, or this one, the 1.0 liter, because it's actually lighter than this 0.75 liter Stanley Master Series. But what's cool about this one is really the drinking cap. And this drinking cap doesn't fit on here, but it does fit on the quadvac. So I'm thinking maybe I should take, but I've got the quadvac at the moment at home. Put it on the quadvac. You have a slightly bigger, slightly heavier combination than the normal quadvac with its drinking cup, but then you have a really cool drinking cup. That may be the optimal option for me. But I'm also thinking about trying the Stanley Master Series 1.3 liters. I will see. In case, let's look a bit at the weights. So the 1.0 liter Stanley Classic, 806 grams. And now the Stanley Master, 0.75 liters, 890. It's 82 grams heavier, or 84 grams heavier. It's quite a lot. And I felt the insulation is really good. It's actually better filled than this. So the 1.0 liter of water decreases more rapidly in temperature than the 0.75 liters of water in this. But however, if you take out water for drinking, then that does not really apply anymore. And then I found it's better to have just a liter of hot water. But with the measurements, I'm going to look into that more. That'll come soon. And the Adventure 0.75 liters is only 508 grams. So this is about the same content, but 890 grams. That's 382 grams more. That's a lot. It's almost double. I would say it's not worth it for traveling. And then we have the 720 degree. Let's see. I've got here the tea filter. 720 degree. How much is it? 372 grams. That's even lighter. But it has the worst insulation. Biggest heat loss is here from the big opening. And this is not insulated. But other than that, it's really useful. So my preference also for traveling with a travel bag or the backpack, Stanley Classic 1.0 liter. Definitely, that's the nicest big size. You have again the issue with this, for example, that drinks cool off too much. If you drink a few cups, then after that the drinks cool off very quickly and they feel too cold, especially for tea. With cool drinks is a bit less of an issue. This as well, I felt this at home. I've used these two for traveling and for traveling on the bike. So my preference was this in the pannier, this or this in the Adventure, and the 720 degree in the bottle cages. Sometimes the 720 degree plus a plastic bottle or a bottle from a supermarket, for example, or a pack of juice. I can also put that in here. Plus some cool drinks here. Many options. So more testing to come soon with taking water out of the bottle after approximately 45 minutes. I think that's a good time. My suggestion, my favorites, Stanley Classic 1.0 liter, Adventure 0.75 liters, and something like this, also about 0.75 liters for bicycle travel, for just traveling with a backpack or a travel bag. Stanley Classic 1.0 liters. That's it for now. Bye.